Every single species of this planet needs fresh water, but yet the fresh water is not accessible.
There are still 800 million people in the world who don't have access to clean water, and in fact 2.5 billion who don't have access to sanitation.
The chances of somebody living a much healthier life, going to school, earning a living, are just so much higher with reliable, sustainable access to water.
In my community, still to today, the same water that the cattle, sheep, goats drink, as human beings we are drinking it.
The hydrological cycle is the basis of life, really. That's how we evolved. It's not just about what people drink, it's about what people are doing to water.
A lot is used by agriculture, and it needs to be well managed. And yet, water is not attracting the level of investment that is needed. And very low levels of investment are coming from the private sector.
Without water, there is no food, there's no industry. Water, wetlands, and oceans are also our best carbon sinks. So it's also critically important when it comes to climate mitigation.
When you look at the combination of ecological crisis and climate crisis, victim number one is always fresh water. Heat waves, droughts, floods, different forms of storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, all of these are freshwater driven.
And of course, the moment there is scarcity of water, waterborne diseases come in. When there are floods, waterborne diseases come in.
My community saw the end of a world last year. Homes were flooded, people were displaced, farmers are committing suicide. When I go to my community, the conversation is not about carbon. It's not about sustainability, it's about water.
The stakes are high. We lag behind on all the SDGs related to water. Water is organized in a very fragmented way.
The biggest risk is that we end up believing that the problem is simply an engineering issue, that somebody somewhere will take care of it. But 10,000 years of history show us that, in fact, the fundamental question about managing water is political.
As we look at the great water challenges facing the world, there is a view promulgated that the solutions are too expensive. That's just not true.
We need public-private partnerships to tackle the global water crisis. Business can bring a lot of resources, whether it's data, it's management techniques.
There are multiple solutions that exist, but they exist in geographies which are very local. So the role that technology and innovation plays is how to actually scale these existing technologies globally.
It's so important that the management of water isn't thought of as an environmental issue, but as a fundamental platform for economic prosperity and development.
This UN Water Conference will put the water sector on a different course, whether it comes to finance, whether it comes to governance. If we make the right choices today, we can get back on track